Alrighty, so hi. I don't know whether I'm ever going to upload this, but if I do, hello. I am going on my first solo trip. Like, I'm 26 years old, gonna be 27 this year, and I've never gone to somewhere by myself. Like, really, I don't think I've ever driven out of the county. Well, no, that's a lie. But like, I've never gone like on a trip. I live in Florida, South Florida, and there's a lot of things I probably could have seen by myself, like Disney World or whatever. And like, I've never gone by myself for reasons that I will get into, I think probably when I get to the hotel. I'm still in West Palm right now. I'm going to DC. This is going to be my second time in DC. I love it there. I fell in love with it the first time I went, so I figured for my first trip, why not go somewhere I'm familiar with? And yeah, I'm nervous. I'm excited, I'm nervous, but I'm more excited to just do this. I'm running on zero sleep right now. I worked last night. I'm a night shift nurse, so I worked all last night. I got off at 7:30, came home, showered, changed, and ate. I got some Dunkin' like really quick, ate that really fast, and then got in my car and drove over here. So I guess I don't know. I think I'm gonna film myself mostly because I don't really have anybody to talk to, which is fine. I wanted to go on a solo trip. This wasn't like a by default I had to. I'll get into everything of why I felt like this was necessary for me. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm at the airport right now. I parked my car, so I really hope no one breaks into it. Just a lot of prayers and just a lot of hope that everything just goes smooth. I'm only gonna be gone for like a day and a half, barely. I'm leaving today, Friday. I'm gonna be back Sunday. So I mean, technically like 2 days if you add the time together, but like, it's not. I just wanted a quick weekend trip to just enjoy myself, have a good time. I'm trying to get to the airport. I'm at the airport at 9. Boarding starts at 11. I wanted to get here early because I don't know, it's the Haitian in me. I need to be at the airport early. I don't like pushing my luck and showing up at like an hour before my flight. Someone's like, oh well, if it's domestic, you don't need to show up an hour before, and etc. I'm showing up 2 hours before my flight. I don't care. I'm showing up 2 hours before. That's just how I am. But anyway, we'll see how much I film of this. I want to try to film a lot of it and then upload it, and then I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, let's go on this journey with me. And if any of you guys are like scared to go on solo trips and are kind of curious about it, then hell yeah, let's do it. Let's go. All right, so I made it through TSA. I'm at my terminal now. It was a side note. Why the hell is like going through TSA one of the most stressful experiences in life? Like, it is not that serious. You really think my bottle of shampoo that's over 3.4 ounces is gonna kill someone? Like, it is. What? I don't even understand that rule. Like, the limiting the liquids. I don't get that at all. Whatever. Anyway, before I go on a rant, I got through TSA, and I got away with a little. You know, no, is I have medicinal weed. I have my medicinal license, and I was like, I really want to relax and chill and enjoy my vacation, so I should be able to bring my medicinal weed. And I was reading up about it, like, is it allowed? Like, do they let it in the airport? Will TSA confiscate it? pretty much every answer was leading towards like, yes, they will definitely confiscate it if they find it, whatever. But like if it's under like the felony amount, they're not gonna arrest you. You won't be in trouble. They're just gonna take it away. So I don't smoke like the flower very much or any joints. Not really. I'm more of like a vape cart girl or edibles. So I didn't bring the edibles because I felt like the edibles would have smelled, but like they don't have dogs sniffing like in TSA, so I don't know. But I bought a brand new cart, not unopened, unused, so like no smell at all. And then I like wrapped it. I left it in its wrapper because like where I shop at, they have your name on a sticker and like your prescription. So if they ask, I'm like, yeah, I'm like prescribed this. I always carry my marijuana card with me anyway. And I left the receipt wrapped around it just to be extra safe. I mean, I don't know. I put it in my bag just to, well, like, please don't. And they didn't even look at it. Thank God. So I'm really happy about that. I don't know how it's gonna be on the way back, but I'm gonna try to smoke it as much as possible so that by the time I, like, if they confiscate it, then oh well. But yeah, I am very, 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 very excited. I'm early, really early. It's 9:30 and my boarding doesn't start until 11. I definitely but like I said, I'd rather be early than late, 100%. And like by the time when I got to the line at TSA, it started getting really long. So I'm definitely I'm better early than late person. Because I will literally start crying if I get to the airport and I miss my flight. Like I'm sure, like obviously you can rebook a flight and reschedule and blah blah blah, you know, pay your fee. But I don't want to deal with all that. I have a time schedule here. I looked, the next flight out from DC was because this is like the earliest flight, which is like at 11. The next flight would have been at like 4, and it would have been way too late. Like I would have gotten there like around 6. I wouldn't have gotten like to enjoy myself. So I was like, I really want to, as soon as I get off the plane, I'm gonna hit the ground running. I'm gonna try to sleep on the plane. I rarely sleep on planes. I'm anxious, but I purposely drank decaf coffee at work, and what else did I do? Like I ate, and I was really tired, but like I forced myself to stay up so that I would just, you know, be sleepy enough for the plane. And I bought new headphones, so it won't be too crazy. Like the noise won't be too bad for me. I just hope, because it's a 2-hour flight, so I just hope that I can nap. Because as soon as I get off the plane, I'm gonna try to see if I can either get early check-in at my hotel or leave my bags there and go straight to the zoo, because I have plans to go to the zoo. I really want to go to the zoo. I don't have any other plans besides that for Friday night, so you know, we shall see. You know, the world is our palm tree. So yeah, I'm sitting here and I'm waiting, and I guess I'll keep you guys updated on what happens on this boring video. I feel like, who the fuck is gonna watch this? Who's gonna watch this? I don't know. So the 2 people who come across this video on a whim, because of YouTube's really weird algorithm, thank you. Maybe you guys are sticking around for the tea of why I'm traveling by myself, which it's not really tea. It's there's tea. It's just I cannot get into it because I can't share so much information on the internet about my personal life without feeling like I'm afraid someone I know might see this. And certain things in my private life I would rather keep private from my family. If it was just you guys, I am such a oversharer. I will literally say anything. If I get comfortable enough around you, I will literally tell you about the deepest, darkest things. But I gotta take a lot into mind before I open my mouth. So, all right, I'm just waiting here, sitting pretty. Just I'll keep you guys updated. I'm probably just gonna, you know, watch something on my phone, or I don't know, keep myself occupied, something like that. So, all right, we'll see where I pick up. Alright, so I arrived. I'm here. I'm at the airport still. I'm waiting for my Uber. But yeah, there's something, I mean, I've only been here once, but there's something so like familiar about like DC. It just feels good to me. It feels like home. But I'll talk to you guys when I get to the hotel, I guess. Because I have to go straight to the zoo after this. Spoiler alert, I did not sleep on that fucking flight at all. Not a lick of sleep. Are we surprised? So, it's like, it hasn't hit me yet that I'm in a completely different state. Thousands miles away, or hundreds, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm very far away from home, and it really hasn't hit me, and I'm alone. As far as anybody knows, I'm with people. That's my story. So if I run into anybody and they ask me, oh, like, what are you doing here? I'm literally telling them that I'm meeting friends. Yeah, that's it. I'm meeting friends. I do not want to give anybody any inkling that I'm alone, because that's probably the worst fucking thing you can do. So right now I'm waiting for my Uber so I can go to the zoo. Then I think after I come from the zoo, I'm gonna sleep. Alright, my Uber's here. It's the flamingo. Something that a lot of people don't know about me. Or, well, that you guys don't know about me, but I'm sure everybody in my family does. Is that I am terribly terrified of like birds that are like the size of a chicken and up. Like, there's they just scare me. It's like a visceral like fear that takes over my whole body. And like, and what's crazy is like my favorite bird is the flamingo, but if someone put a gun to my head and was like, touch the flamingo or die, I'm saying goodbye to my family. Like, it's that serious. There's a crane. I'm just grateful they're behind like they're behind gates. Because the zoo at Palm Beach Zoo, where I'm from, there's some turkeys. They don't have them behind gates. Like, not the turkeys and stuff, but like they have the peacocks specifically, like roaming around, just lollygagging everywhere. And I'm like, how is that safe? And I remember like going, like, as a second grader, to the zoo and just crying because I was like, why the hell are there peacocks surrounding the food court? Like, this is awful. I don't know whose bright idea was that. I think it's still like that. I have a friend who works at the zoo. I gotta ask him because I haven't been there since, okay? And it's been a long time since second grade, I'll tell you that. But I'm walking around the zoo. I haven't been filming much. I posted some stuff on my Snapchat, but I thought the pandas were gonna be here. Apparently the pandas are not here. I don't know what they do with the pandas. Like, I don't know. But all the pandas are gone. I came for pandas, and there are no pandas. So I'm pretty upset. No, I'm not pretty upset. I'm a little upset. I'm sure there's a really good reason why the pandas aren't here. So I guess I'll have to come back another time. But I saw the otters. The otters came up to us and like started swimming towards us, which is fucking crazy. I've never seen that. I've never seen an otter before. We saw elephants. I've never seen an elephant. I say we, like I'm by myself. But I've never seen an elephant before. Like, this is so fun. I'm having a blast, honestly. But now I need to find something to eat and or drink because all I've had to eat so far was like 2 wake-up wraps from Dunkin' this morning at like 8:30, and it is now almost 4 o'clock. So I need some kind of food or substance in my system. So I guess I'll catch you guys up on that. I'm wearing sandals also, bad shoe attire. But pretty much what I did was I went to the hotel. They were like, no, we can't do open booking, or not, we can't do early. We can't check you in early, but we can hold your stuff for you. So I was like, okay, bet. So I just took the clothes out. I changed really quick into something more comfortable because I was wearing sweatpants for the plane. And I just got dressed in like a minute. And yeah. So I'm good now. Alright, so I finally made it to my hotel room. I wouldn't be a proper vlogger if I didn't show you guys. So that's the door. Mirror. Hello. To the left is the bathroom. Another mirror. Ooh, nice size vanity for me to do my makeup for the concert tomorrow. Shower, walk-in shower, looks pretty dope. Soap, love that because I didn't bring my own, but I did bring my toothbrush and toothpaste. And in here, I got a double bed. Why? Okay, the floor is wet. I don't know why. But there's like a little desk area, TV over here. With the chair right here, and then this is what kind of fucking view is this? It's just the view of more hotel rooms, so that's kind of disappointing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm finally back in my hotel room. It is 5 o'clock. My flight landed at 2 o'clock. From 2 o'clock, I got to the hotel, dropped off my bags, and then from then on, I went to the zoo, walked around. I stopped to get some stuff from CVS. I guess let's keep up this boring trend. I was really hoping there was a fridge in here, and there is. So I'm very happy. I just got some Life water. This is my hat. I didn't buy that. I already had it. I got some Gatorade. I got a Celsius because I know tomorrow is going to be a long day, so I'm gonna need that. And then I brought hot fries because it's a cheat weekend. And then I brought beef jerky because protein. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know whether or not I showed you my panda that I got. I'm naming him, his name is Double G. So I have a every stuffed animal I have, it's not like I collect a lot of stuffed animals, I really don't. But every stuffed animal I have, I name them after my like favorite pets, and not pets, oh my gosh, that's a lie. I named them after my first singers. So I have an MJ, I have Abel, I have you know, any music I've been into, it's there, I have it. Like The Weeknd and all those fun people. So Double G stands for Greg Gonzalez, the lead singer of Cigarette After Sex. So his name's Double G. He could be a rapper if you wanted to. That's a pretty cool rap name, I think. I think I am going to connect to the Wi-Fi, unpack a little bit, and rest my feet. Oh my god, I'm embarrassed to show you guys my feet, but I'm trying to be real. Look how fucking ashy my feet are. After a long day of walking, I wore my Crocs to the zoo. I probably should have wore sneakers because it chafed my toes like crazy. So I'm gonna get changed, get really comfortable, maybe fall asleep. I don't know. I'm not hungry right now, so excuse me. We'll figure that out. I do want to kind of sit this down and have like an actual talk about like my reasonings for traveling by myself, but I feel like I need to kind of get myself together before I do that. So I will see you guys later. All right, guys, I'm at Ben's Chili Bowl. I literally stumbled, so I guess it's on the DC district where all like the clubs and lounges are. It's a funny story. I don't know where I left you guys last. I think I said I was gonna take a nap and come back to you guys with like a full story of why I fucking like stopped going to like why I'm doing this solo trip. And I am in a like completely different place right now. Yeah, so I did not sleep. I stayed up. I went to a lounge. I went to Alice Lounge. This was so pretty. It looked so fucking pretty. I loved it. How are you? Good now? And now I'm at Ben's Chili Bowl because I realized I have not eaten a single thing all day. Like a single fucking thing. All day. So I need to get some food in my body fast. Because one crucial detail that I forgot about DC was that they do not fuck around with their drinks. Me and my husband learned this the hard way last time we came here. We were dying. Like, we were like, why the hell are they, like, they gave us a small, like, you know, solo cup worth of alcohol. Like, I think my husband ordered Long Island's for us, a small ass cup. We were like, whatever. That shit was straight liquor. Straight liquor. I have never gotten drunk so fucking fast. I think that was the only time I got drunk to the point where I passed out. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. There's another time. But we won't talk about that time. But like, yeah. I learned about it and I was like, oh. Oh. Thank you. I was like, oh. Oh, you're like that. I don't know what I was talking about. I'm drunk. So I went to a club instead of eating. Went to Alice, really pretty. And they were doing karaoke night. I ordered one fucking drink. I ordered a blue Long Island and I'm drunk. It was barely anything and I'm fucking drunk. I'm so upset with myself. It's not even funny. So I'm gonna eat this and sober up quick. Alright. Alright, I'm back in bed in my hotel room. Have my bonnet on, so you know I am not going fucking
anywhere. um yeah, all in all, it was a fantastic time. I got to be more out. It was really fun. And DC still, I mean, by the way, I've never gone to a fucking another other city, okay? So I can't really, another state, so I can't really speak for it. But yeah, those drinks kick major ass. I can't even begin to tell you. So I learned my lesson. I learned my fucking lesson. I'm just gonna try to get some rest because it's long overdue. I'm gonna set an alarm for 7 and then 8 o'clock. I doubt I'll wake up at 7. Um, maybe 8. We'll see. I want to wake up early enough to get breakfast. So that's what I really want. So yeah, all in all, it was a fantastic day. And I'm really grateful I did this for myself. I planned this trip back in April, May, June, July, August. So 4 months ago, I planned this trip and I'm on it. And it's just everything I needed it to be. And that was just literally half a day. Um, Tomorrow will be another day. And I can't wait to see that. So, yeah. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Good night. Good morning. Day 1 of DC was done. I have to say, I did not expect to do so much today. I really thought that I was going to, or yesterday, I mean. I really thought yesterday all I was gonna go to was do the zoo, and then maybe find something to eat, then pass out. I was not expecting to stay up until 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I just woke up, so there's stuff in my face, whatever. I'm about to go down to get something eat. But yeah, I was not expecting to stay up. My body has surpassed greatness and kept me awake for a long time, so that's cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go down for some breakfast, and then I'm officially, after I eat, get something in my stomach, I'm actually gonna sit down and talk to you guys like I promised hours ago. And then I'm probably just gonna go back to sleep for maybe an hour. Um, um, but yeah, my plan today is just eat. I'm gonna go down to the National Mall again. But I don't know what to do, whether I should go to the Bible Museum first and then go to the National Mall. I think that's what I might do because because I'm going to the Bible Museum and I'm going to the African American Museum. And I have my ticket for the African American Museum is at 1:30. So I want to go to the Bible Museum first since that doesn't have a timer on it. Go to the African American Museum and then go see the National Mall and just kind of hang out over there. I'll probably wrap up around 4 if we're being honest, and then I will take my beautiful self back home, shower or back to the hotel, shower, get some makeup on, get dressed up, and then go to the concert. I still haven't mapped out where the Capital One Arena is. It's supposed to be close to the hotel I'm staying at, so I really hope they're not lying. But yeah, I'm gonna go get some breakfast. It better be breakfast. I really want eggs. If I don't have eggs, someone's gonna pay for this. I had something in my mouth. I wanted to be a respectful human being and eat it before I talk to you guys. But yeah, I don't know where to start, but I guess I'll start at the beginning, but I briefly, it's not like I'm gonna tell you my whole life story. We can save that for another day. But yeah, I remember, um, I mean, as a kid, I'm Haitian American, so maybe my other Haitian Americans can relate on the fact that most of our parents were very strict. We grew up in very strict households. which meant you can't go out with friends, you can't do sleepovers, you can't, it was only, you were only going to school, you were only going to church, or you going home. Like these, like a like I the three L's. That was it. Okay. And as a kid, like I didn't understand that. I more so understand my parents' view, especially like sleeping over like my friends' houses. In hindsight, as an adult, like as a middle-aged adult, not middle-aged, mid-20s. Oh my god, I really dated myself there. I'm 26, but as a adult, I can say that I completely understand and agree with not sleeping over not letting your kids sleep over people's houses. You don't know. Excuse me, because people are weird and gross and creepy, and you never want to leave your kid out of your sight. I remember I would always ask my parents to let me go on a sleepover, and they would be like, "What's wrong with your bed? You don't have a good bed? Like, why do you want to sleep in someone else's bed?" And I'm like, "Well, obviously, it's not really why I want to have a sleepover. I just want to hang out with my friends." And they're like, "No." So that was that. But I understood. They weren't opposed to me having friends. They were just opposed to me sleeping over at their houses, which was fair. I feel like I don't have a kid, so I really don't have a leg to stand on with my opinion. But if I do eventually do have kids, that's something that I'm probably going to implement, and I probably won't let my kids sleep over anybody else's house. I don't care how much I trust them. Um, if it's vice versa, because I know myself, I know I'm not gonna do some shady shit. So if they want to let their kids sleep over, hell yeah, let's do it. But my kids sleeping over their house, it's a no go. But that's besides the point. That point was just like, I just grew up strict in a strict household, and I couldn't really do anything. And even going on vacation, going anywhere, I had to beg my parents. I mean, even like I wanted to go out with my sisters. I wanted to go I wanted to go bowling with my sisters. It was always a no. As my sisters got older, um they were going on quick trips to like Mexico, Jamaica, and like things like that, and they wouldn't let me go because I wasn't allowed. My sisters were technically not allowed to go either. But once they moved out of the house, my parents really had no standing on them. um my oldest sister, she moved out of the house because she honestly couldn't take it anymore, just the rules of it all. She just wanted to have her own freedom. um and my parents were very upset with her for a long time about that, just because they felt like she abandoned them, because it's really just not Haitian culture. Haitian culture, you stay in your parents' house until you get married, and then you transition from being in their household to your own household, and that's how they see it as. Like my dad always made a point to say that he was living at his parents' house as a 30, something year old man, and didn't complain about it, and he said, yeah, there were things I didn't like, but I still, did it and whatever. And I understand that, like, as long as you're living in your parents' house, it's their rules, whatever. But like at a certain point, you really have to let your children have their own autonomy, because they're not going to learn lessons if you, protect them and coddle them the whole time. So one by one, I know each one of my siblings just kind of left and did their thing, and were just whatever. They just wanted to do their own thing and be free, so to speak. And I was just me. And I really wanted to follow the straight and not upset my parents, because I saw how it upset my parents every time it happened. So I tried to be the good girl, the good daughter, and I stayed at home, and I stayed until I got married, and then I left. And then, I did what they wanted me to do. I stayed at their house until I got married, and then I moved in with my husband after that. So that was it. Um, and I feel like that transition for me was overall not beneficial, because I never really got to be my own person. I never got to explore and really be a person, if that makes sense. Because this trip, I mean, just from day one, I've seen just how much more energy I have to put out in the world, talk to people and interact with people, to be able to kind of, go on. I've always had somebody next to me to leech off of, whether it was my sisters, whether it was my husband, my boyfriend husband, or whether it was
like a friend. I always had someone to piggyback off of because I was always too scared to go out alone. I love being alone. I thrive in my lonesome. I love it, but like going out, I always felt like I needed a companion because honestly, what that was that's how I was raised. And I feel like when I got married, I was like, well, yay, now I get to travel and stuff. And it's like, well, now it's better because you get to travel with your best friend. And yeah, so to speak. Um, me and my husband have been married for a year, over a year. We got married June 2023. I had to think about that. So it's just been roughly a year. It's August 2024 now, just as a whatever, a date. And we got married, and shortly after we started having some issues, I confessed to him something I did um, before the wedding that was pretty unfaithful, and it devastated him, and I knew it was going to devastate him, but I didn't want to start the marriage off on like lies, and I felt horrible keeping something so bad from him. So I just opened up, and I kind of took my lashings on that. But he actually was at the time anyway, was very dulled down because the last few months prior to us getting married, I really saw a different side of him that I'd never seen before, you know. Um, and it was very scary, but I didn't think anything of it. Um, he just got really angry, and it was so weird seeing him angry because for the last, I don't know how many years we had been together at that point, like I don't know, 6 years we had been together at that point. Never has he ever raised his voice on me, and now he's raising his voice on me, and I'm like, where is this coming from? And everybody who knew, you know, my husband or knows him, I mean, I told them about this big blowout we had on a Christmas, it was like Christmas night or something, in front of family, and they could not believe that it was he was doing this. Like he was like yelling and like raising his voice at me and being like that extra, and I was like, yeah, it's a shock for me too. Sorry, I'm trying to stay still. ADHD. Oops. But yeah, so I after that our marriage kind of started taking a turn. It got better, and then it immediately nosedived into hell, for reasons that I cannot disclose on the internet. Um, but pretty much what happened, my husband saw sides of me, and I saw sides of my husband that really solidified in me that I think I made the wrong decision. And I hate saying that because like he deep down, I know he's a good guy. I know I don't know. That's I was just thinking about if you ever watch BoJack Horseman, there's a quote from Diane where she says, because someone was like, do you think I'm deep, like BoJack asked her, like, do you think deep down I'm a good person? And she said, I don't really believe in a deep down. I think that what you are is what you present. And if that's what you're presenting in the world, that's who you are. I don't think there's a deep down you're a better person. If you're presenting a shitty person, then you're a shitty person. It's not like, well, deep down they're good. Like, no, if they're being an asshole to you in front of you, that should tell you all you need to know, you know? Um, but yeah, like it's just he has like these outbursts, and I don't want to, by the way, I don't want to insinuate that I'm in an abusive marriage or anything like that, because every relationship and stuff like that have their tiffs. I don't want to make it seem like everything that he's done has been one-sided, because um, mostly it hasn't. He really, after all these years of us being together, he still has not grasped our different ways of like healing and coping with stuff. where if I get angry, I need to isolate myself completely and remove myself from the situation. Um, that means just being alone in my room or going somewhere by the water. That's usually my saving grace. Like I like to sit by the waterfront because I live near one and just chill, um, and just kind of decompress. Whereas he is very upfront in your face. I want to know now, and we clash on that all the time, where we're having a disagreement and the timing of it in place, or I just don't want to get into it, and it'll start a bigger argument than what it needed to be, only because he couldn't control his emotions and he couldn't just take a breath and realize that it didn't like it. It's very, very frustrating. um we've gotten into so many situations to where like it never would have happened if he had just taken 5 seconds to breathe. um and I hate that. I don't like people who are impulsive, because impulsive people are very dangerous. You just have to watch your back around people who are impulsive and act on impulse, because they'll act on impulse and do something to upset you, say something to upset you, say something to hurt you, and then they're sorry about it. And I'm sure they genuinely are, but the damage is done. Like, you can't just say whatever you want to me or do whatever you want to me and then apologize for it later. Like, I'm supposed to be like, okay, like, all right. Because like, yes, as a Christian woman, I forgive you. I've done my share of shitty things. Of course I forgive you, but I can't forget what you said and I can't forget what you did. So that obviously caused a gigantic rift in our marriage. And it really took a while for me to dig deep into like, how am I going to rectify this? I needed to kind of fix myself before I can actually fix the fractures in my marriage, if you will. So, I saw a therapist, and my therapist is actually really great. He, I got, I was rock bottom, rock bottom. And I don't, like I said, I don't want to elaborate, but um I was just rock fucking bottom. And he told me, just, I need you to prioritize two things: your mental health and your happiness. Because if you don't have your mental health, you don't have anything. And I'm like, you are damn right. He said, do what you got to do to prioritize your mental health and your happiness, because in the end, if you're protecting other people and you're hiding your own true feelings and your own true concerns and whatever to please other people, it's going to crash down on you. And I took what he said to heart, because he's 100% right. Sometimes it is good to be mindful of other people's feelings and things, but other times you really have to look out for yourself, because in the same instance, people wouldn't do the same thing for you. So, me and my husband actually came to DC last year. I want to say it was like September of last year. So almost a year ago, we were here in DC because I came to see cigarettes. I'm wearing a shirt. I actually didn't do that on purpose. I just packed it because I have like 5 of these fucking shirts. But we came to see Cigarettes After Sex. And we also wanted to just see a new city. I was like, I like DC. I was like, free museums, cool monuments, let's do it. And then we got here and I loved it. I was like, this is the perfect balance of like me being a nerd and me being able to kind of experience like a nightlife and like fun things and fun speakeasies and what have you. So I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. And we had a blast when he came to DC. It was great. We tried restaurants, and we like, what else did we do? Like, we did restaurants, we did the monuments, we did museums. Like, we had a great time. It was a good vacation. Despite actually no, I think we weren't having any issues during that trip. I think all of our issues commenced after, because we went on our honeymoon like early August, came from our honeymoon, and then we had the DC trip in September. After September, that's when things started to kind of barrel. But besides that, I found out that I was like, you know what? It's time for me to just.
I really need to learn myself, and I need to be by myself, because I never learned how to be by myself outside. I know how to be by myself inside 100% every day, all day, but I don't know how to be an actual person when I step out those doors. And last night, that was like my first glimpse of like, Kaylee, you are a fully capable woman that's just been hiding in the fucking shadows because you're just scared. And that's true. I am scared. I have to be very wary as a female, um, of my surroundings, because bitches be crazy. Not only bitches but guys. Everybody's crazy. You don't know how many fights I saw break out on the street last night because they were just drunk and yelling, and I'm like, okay, good for you. Like, I'm very like wary about my situations, my surroundings all the time. Like, I need to know where I'm gonna be. I need to know what. And last night I was fine. For the most part, I didn't put myself in a sticky situation only because of that drink. I ordered a blue Long Island from that karaoke bar, and oh my god, it kicked me. It knocked me off of my own fucking feet. I'm not kidding. One drink that was this size. I'm gonna bring it up to my head till you can see. And I was like almost dead in the water. So never again. I learned my lesson. I don't think I'm gonna go out drinking tonight. I'm probably gonna have a drink at the concert, and that'll be the extent of it. I really do not see myself drinking right now. Just whew. But yeah. Um I don't know if there's anything else, but like, my main reasoning for traveling by myself was just to see if I can do it, and I can. And I thought I was gonna struggle having fun, and but I was great, and a lot of the people I've met in DC so far have been very inviting, and I haven't made any friends per se, like anybody that I would like call a friend or whatever, but like when I was at the karaoke bar, everybody was very nice and like inviting, and I like that. So this was good for me. I really want to do more solo trips. My husband isn't really fond about it because he doesn't like. He thinks, this is my way of getting away from him, and I explained to him in excruciating detail that this is not about you. Like, this is not about you. Stop. He always has. This is another thing he does. He always he has. I don't know how he does it, honestly, but he can turn every situation into making himself the victim, and it's almost impressive, like, honestly. And I'm like, I'm not doing this to get away from you. I'm not doing this because I hate you. I'm doing this for me. I just want to enjoy myself. I work and I stay at home and I clean and I do what I'm supposed to do, but I never got to enjoy myself. I never got to be by myself and explore. I barely traveled, gosh darn it, So I was like, this is something that is necessary for me. And I told him, like, hey, like, you never know, like, this trip might actually make me miss you. Um, which is really sad to say, because like, that's how, fucked things have been with us as of late. Just like, I was like, I don't miss you anymore, really. Like, I don't really care. You're almost a nuisance to me. And that sounds so mean, but just with everything that's happened, it's just like, I have an awful defense mechanism where once you hurt me, there's really no going back. And that's how it is right now. I wish I could like unblock that from my heart, but I can't, because I know that if I bring my defenses down once more, I am going to get hurt again. So I'm going to keep my defenses up forever when it comes to him, unfortunately. But I was like, yeah, this is for me. It's healthy, and I think you should do the same thing. I think you should go on a trip and discover yourself too, because you never got a chance to do this either. This is a good chance for you to actually just be yourself, make mistakes, learn how to be a human being, and like, yeah, even last night I was texting him and I was like, I kind of do miss you. I miss calling you a loser. I miss being there, like hanging out with you. Like, I really miss, like, I miss being around you to an extent. And I mean, he was ecstatic to hear that. So, but anyway, that's pretty much the gist of what happened. I'll stop the video right here. I can't believe it's gone on this long. Alright, so I'm walking back home, or back to the hotel from the concert. It was good. I enjoyed myself. Only thing I'm kind of upset about is, like, first of all, like That is obviously the biggest song that came out from that album. Obviously. So I thought they were going to save it for last, which they did, but they saved it for, like, second to last. And they didn't even finish it. Like, they cut it off after the first verse, knowing that Kendrick's verse, come on, let's be real here, is the best verse. It's literally what started Dramageddon, but for rappers. But yeah, so it was that. They ended with we still don't trust you, and it's like, I like that song, but it's not a closer, especially since, like, because if you don't know, Metro and Future dropped 2 albums kind of back to back. So they dropped We Don't Trust You, and then I want to say maybe a month or something after they dropped We Still Don't Trust You. And We Still Don't Trust You is, like, really experimental. It's like more dance type music. I really don't know how to kind of explain it, but I know not a lot of fans, like, listen to it because it wasn't what they're used to from the artist. So yeah, they ended with that, and I was like, it's a strange song to end on, like, honestly. Because, like, they, like, so when the DJ is playing the music and it cuts out to let the crowd sing it, they were doing that for that song, and literally, like, almost nobody was singing along to it. And I'm like, why the fuck would you end on this song? Like, the energy was like 2 and 11. At one point, they brought out Travis Scott. Everybody was losing their fucking mind. But anyway, other than that, I enjoyed it. I had absolutely no problem. Now I just need to kind of figure out what I'm eating. I think I'm gonna do Uber Eats because I am hungry, but my feet are done. As the country folks say, my dogs are barking right now, and they are barking. They are past barking. They are howling. So I'm gonna go to my room, take off my shoes, and see what I can order. Because it's 12:40. There's still places open. I wanted to show you guys the merch that I got. This shirt I got, We Don't Trust You. And then this one has the, tour dates and stuff on the back. And then I got this one as well. This is like a 2X. I like getting 2X's so I can wear them around the house with no pants. That's what I do. And then it just has the dates back here as well. So each was $55. I didn't mean to stop that, but is there someone I can talk to about the prices of merch? Like, where are people finding the audacity? Where are people finding the goal to charge $155 for a hoodie. Someone be very serious with me right now. $155 for a hoodie? For a hoodie that was mass manufactured. $155. If I go on Etsy right now, I'll bet you the grandma who could knit one with her fucking fingers, that shit probably doesn't cost $155. Why are hoodies so expensive at concerts? Specifically concerts. There's other places that charge over $100 for a hoodie. That's pushing it. And I've stopped buying them. Because I've learned these are the same people, I've learned this from the same people who complain about stuff, but then go and do it anyway and buy it anyway. I was thinking about like Disney, how like everybody complains about how expensive Disney is. Disney World, to be specific, or the resorts. But then these hoes still going. So I'm like, as long as people keep going, what's stopping them from raising the prices? But that's not happening. $155. The most I'll consider paying for a hoodie is maybe $75, $85 if it's someone I really care about, like cigarettes. Other than that, I don't. $155? I'm sorry, I'm still really held up on that. Like, these prices are ridiculous, and they know like fanatics will pay them no matter what. But you gotta start putting a foot down, because that's not it. All right, but I gotta clean. I got a lot of crap that I gotta clean up, so it's gonna be a long night. But I ordered food. I ordered pizza from a place I tried before on Uber Eats, so I am so ready. Whew. Guys, I'm back where I started in my car. I think the video's over. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. It's gonna be quite a fucking journey editing this, but because I don't really do videos, so yeah, but I'm very happy. I am safe. Thank you, Jesus. I got here back in one piece. Cheers to a successful trip. And cheers to many more, hopefully, because I had a blast. 2 days simply was not enough. And I wasn't trying to explore all of DC, because I've been there before. It's just, DC is really becoming my comfort city, and I do want to venture out and visit more places, just to like not keep going to DC every year. But we'll see. I don't know when my next solo trip will be. But I know I will be doing one eventually. I'd like to center around like concerts I really want to go to places. So if there's an artist that isn't coming to Florida for some reason, sorry if you can't hear me because the AC is blasting. But if there's an artist that isn't coming to Florida for some reason, and I really want to see them, I will use that as an opportunity to go to another state to travel and see them. So that might be my next venture. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure. It's been a blast, and I guess I'll see you when I see you.